Hello, my dear children. Welcome to today's session. So, what are we learning today? Today, we are learning about one of your favorite one of your favorite topic, that is games we play. Wow, are you excited? I am super excited. So, do you like to go out in a playground and then play games? Or do you like to sit in your house and play games with your family, with your parents, with your siblings, or with your friends? Well, if I talk about myself, I love to play games anyways. When I was of your age, I used to play games in my veranda. When my mother was sleeping inside the house, I, along with my cousins, we used to play a lot of games in our balcony only. We used to just draw something, some boxes, and used some kind of stone or a wood block and then play. Even we used to play hopscotch and many other traditional games. And apart from that, if it was very much cold outside, or the sun was shining very brightly and it was very hot outside, we used to sit in our rooms and play Ludo, snakes and ladders, chess or Scrabble and what not. Or if when the weather was too good outside, or even when the sun was shining brightly and we wanted to go outside, we used to go in a playground near to our house and play for hours. I was such a good volleyball player, and along with my friends, we used to play basketball or volleyball, or then we used to just play catch or cricket and many other games. So, what is your favorite game? But before knowing that, let's see and let's read this chapter, Games We Play. All right, let's start. Games are very important for children. Games make a child active, healthy, and alert. We all should play some games. So apart from that, games gives us pleasure, happiness, and they are refreshing. Apart from that, games also play a very important role in maintaining our good health. It's a very good exercise. So even if it's not just about your physical health, it is also about your brain. Your brain gets developed when you play games. It makes you alert. Why? Because you have to win the game. For that, you have to be alert. So, due to games, a child remains active, healthy, and alert. And not just children, everyone should play some or the other game. Even I, in this age, should be playing some or the other game. And I do that with my children. So, if I cannot run very fast, I sit in the room and I play Ludo or chess with them. All right. So, why should we play? We all should play games, and games keep us healthy and alert. Games involve a lot of physical activities that keep a child healthy and strong. So, when you are playing some game outside in the playground and you keep on running after a ball, or from someone, if you are playing some game in which your friend has to catch you, or you are playing hide and seek or hopscotch, what do? You keep on running. And when you keep on running, you are actually exercising. So it involves a lot of physical activity, and that keep a child healthy and strong. It is the best exercise one can do. Some games do not involve physical activities, but they sharpen the brain with mental activities. Okay. So some of the games in which we sit in a room or in the corner of some playroom, and then we play that game, although it does not involve a lot of physical activity, but it involves a lot of brain activity, and it sharpens our brain because we have to think a lot before making a move, whether it is playing ludo or snakes and ladders or chess, carom, anything. It requires a lot of focus because we have to win that game. All right. And even if we are not winning that game, we try our best to win that game. And for that, we need to apply our mind a lot. Apart from Ludo, Snakes and Ladders, there is Scrabble in which you build the words. So in that also you require a lot of focus and vocabulary by which you can make a lot of new words. Games make us smart and alert. Playing with friends make us socially active. So you see that playing games play it is itself making a lot of difference in your life. It is making you physically active and fit. It is making your brain sharpen. And when you are playing with your friends and siblings, it is making you socially active also. We learn to interact with people. So when you are playing with people, then you communicate with them and you learn to interact with them. Also, you learn to follow rules. So it actually makes you disciplined. Games make you be in discipline. We can understand the actions of other people. This helps in taking our next step in the game. So what do we do? When we are playing some board games and the other person makes a move, we try to focus and understand the mind of the other person, and according to that we make our move. And this is how our brain is getting really sharp, right? And also it helps us in decision making. So you see, playing games has so many benefits. It has physical benefits, it has mental benefits, it has social benefits. Also, it helps in making us disciplined. Also, it helps us in taking decisions, so it improves our decision making power. So, playing games is very, very important. There is an old saying, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. So, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. This is a very famous saying. Why? Because if we will just keep on working and we will not play any game, it will make us a really, really dull human being. All right. We play different types of games. Some involve a lot of running around. We need to sit and focus on some games to win. Depending upon this, games can be of two types. So, what are the two types of games? They can be indoor games which are played inside a room under a roof, or they are the outdoor games which are played outside in the playground. And the most popular game in the whole world is football, and in India cricket is the most famous game. So you see, this is a wrestling move, this is kabaddi, and this is chess. Now, what are indoor games and what are outdoor games? We play some games inside a building. These games are called indoor games. We do not need a big space to play such games. We can sit in any corner of the room and play indoor games. So, The games which are played inside a building under a roof, which does not require a lot of place, it just requires that much place where players can place a board and they can sit and then they play such games, and these are called indoor games. And some of the very popular indoor games are Ludo, Carom, chess, snakes and ladders. Apart from them, I told you word building or Scrabble, or you can make your own games like when I was young, we used to play name, place, animal thing or Raja Mantri Chor Sipahi. So these were all indoor games. These games involve focus and concentration to win. These games do not involve much physical activity. So it does not require a lot of running around and a lot of physical activities. In fact, we need to sit quietly in while playing indoor games, and we have to be very focused and apply our mind. They involve a good amount of mental exercise. This kind of exercise makes children learn to concentrate and stay focused on their goals. So, what happens if we play indoor games? We learn to sit at one place, concentrating on one thing for a longer period of time. So, in longer run, this practice helps you in sitting for 3 hours in your examination also. When you know how to sit at one place, focusing on one thing for 3 hours long, this really helps you. So, playing indoor games from a very young age really helps you to stay focused and alert. Now, some games are played in the open area, in open spaces, which require a lot of space to run around. Correct? So, these are called outdoor games. And the outdoor games, apart from the mental uh, health, it requires a lot of physical activities. So it requires a lot of running around. It requires to use your hands, your legs, your whole body at the same time, and it makes you physically active, physically strong. So when you're kicking the ball while playing football, it is making your foot, your lower leg, your whole legs very strong. If you're playing basketball, you are dribbling, and then throwing the ball in the basket. It requires a lot of, along with the legs when you are running, it requires a lot of strength in your arms also. Similarly with the cricket. So that's why in every outdoor sport, there is a lot of physical activity involved. It is a great form of physical exercise. They also need a lot of focus and judgment. Games like football, hockey, cricket, lawn tennis, racing, cycling, volleyball, kite flying, etc. are some of the outdoor games. So you can see people playing football, hockey, cricket, and cycling. You know what? Hockey is the national game of India. So these are some of the outdoor games. Now, what about these were the games? These outdoor games are being played all over the world. But what are some of the traditional and local games which we have been playing for centuries? Some of these games have been played for centuries by people. Games like Ludo, chess, boat racing, polo, etc. are centuries old games. So, what is polo? Uh, Polo is kind of when you sit on a horse and then you play hockey along when you are on the horseback and you play hockey. So that is called polo. That has been played from centuries ago. Like kings used to play, prince used to play, and on the horseback. That was a very royal game, polo. And chess. Chess has been played by the time when it was Mahabharata happened. So in Mahabharata also there was chess. Similarly, Ludo and boat racing. So boat racing is a traditional sport of many states like South India. Boat racing is very popular, and such games are called traditional games. So the games which have been played for centuries, they are called traditional games. So boat races in Kerala during Onam. Onam is a festival, and during that boat race happen in Kerala, and that is being done from centuries now. And the boats are in this shape, the boats are of this shape, and the people are sitting from here to here. And these are the boat races in Kerala, kabaddi in Punjab, and cockfighting in UP. So all these games are the examples of the traditional games being played locally in different states in India. Earlier, these games were played by some highly placed people or people in the army. So, these games previously, I told you that they were being played by the prince, the kings, and or some of the army people also. Why? For practice and for their exercise. Some were played only for entertainment, but nowadays these games are played by everyone interested. So nowadays the games are not restricted to a certain community or a certain set of people. Whoever is interested in any kind of game, they can play it. Now, there are games which are played individually, or there are games which are played in a team. So, if we are playing lawn tennis, so I am playing and the other person is playing, and the ball is being passed between two players. So, that is when the game is being played between two contestants. That is an individual game. I am playing that game for myself. Similarly, Ludo, similarly, chess, snakes and ladders, or Scrabble, or any kind of indoor game. So, all the indoor games are usually individual games, but some of the outdoor games are also individual games like lawn tennis or badminton. These are the individual games. But the games in which a lot of number of people, a set number of people are playing against a set number of people, those are the team games. So, for example, I am playing a basketball. So, I am a part of those 11 players who are there in my team. Similarly, I am competing against another team which has again may 11 players. I'm not totally sure that how many players are there in a basketball team, but in cricket, so cricket has, if there is one team of cricket, it has 11 players. So it is a team game, it is not an individual game. So if one person is batting or bowling, that person is doing that for the whole team. All right. So the whole team is competing against the other team. 11 people competing against the opposite team's 11 people. So that is a team game. Let's read it. Games are played individually or in a team. One player contesting at a time is called an individual game. And games like chess, ludo, tennis, badminton, etc. are played individually. Two or more players contesting at a time is called a team game. Badminton and tennis are also played in teams of two. So, badminton and tennis, apart from an individual game, it can be a team game where two people are there in one team and they compete against the other team, in which their opponents are again two people. Games like cricket, football, hockey are team games. A certain number of players playing together represent one team. Two such teams play against each other in team games. All right. So let's write that how do games help us? Game help us in being physically and mentally active and healthy. Now you have to write your favorite game. Like my favorite game is basketball and swimming. Write one difference between indoor and outdoor games. Indoor games are played inside a building under a roof. Outdoor games are played outside in a big playground. Games as occupation. So some people take up games as a profession. Just like doctors, they are professionals, artists, they are professionals, teachers, they are professionals. Similarly, there are sports person who are professionals who have taken up any kind of game as their profession to earn money. So, for example, Sachin Tendulkar or Virat Kohli, they are playing cricket for India, and when they play cricket, they are not doing that just for entertainment. They are getting money, they are being paid for playing cricket for India. Similarly, Saina Nehwal plays badminton, Sania Mirza plays lawn tennis. So, like these, Abhinav Bindra, shooter. So, like this, these people have taken up a certain game, a particular game forward to become professional in that, and now they represent their country to earn money out of that. So, you children can also be like them. You can take up any game and go professionally forward in that, and later on earn money with playing that game. So, you see, you are physically active, mentally active, healthy, and you are having fun in playing that game, and you are earning your living also. How cool is that? Some players play game to earn money. Games are the occupation of professional players. Cricket, hockey, football, boxing are some games played by professional players. They earn money by playing these games. They are paid to play games. If they win the game, they also get a share of prize money. Wow. So, it's not just about winning. They are playing, they are being paid. And if they win, that's an extra. So, if they win, they get the prize money also. So, what are the key terms that we have learnt today? Indoor, inside a building; outdoor, outside a building in open. Traditional means related to older times and methods, and local means connected to a particular place or area. The points to remember are that we all should play a game to remain fit and healthy. Games make us smart, active, focused, and healthy. Games can be indoor or outdoor. Indoor games are played inside a building. Outdoor games are played in open and large spaces. Traditional and local games have been played for a long time and are still popular today. Games can be played with two individuals and between two teams with certain number of players in each team. Some professional players play games as their occupation. They are paid to play games. So let's complete this exercise and see what have we learned today. You have to fill in the blanks. Games are good sources of physical and mental exercise. Dash games are played under a roof indoor. We need a large and open space to play an outdoor game. A game played between two contestants is called an individual game. A game played between two teams of players is called a team game. You have to tick the correct statements and cross out the wrong ones. Games makes us lazy and weak. False. Chess is a team game. False. Games can be played inside a building too. True. Ludo is a professional game. No. We still play our traditional and local games. Correct. People playing games to earn money are called professional players. Correct. Now you have to answer these following questions in your notebook yourself. We can discuss over here in short. How do games help us? Game help us in being physically fit and healthy. Along with that, it trains our mind to be focused and alert. Which games involve a lot of physical and mental activities? Give three examples. So, cricket involves both physical and mental activity. Tennis, lawn tennis, badminton. These three games involve a lot of physical and mental activity both. Name any two traditional games that are still being played, chess and Ludo. What are the differences between individual games and team games? Individual games are being played between two contestants, and team games are being played between players of two teams. Who are professional players? Professional players are the players who play games to earn money. Now, these are some fun based questions that you can do yourself with your family, with your friends, and have fun. So you have to make a PowerPoint presentation on why games are important for children. So you can give the points of physical health, mental health, focus, alert, earning money, and all those things. Which games do you think people played when there were no playgrounds or video games? And you have to tick such games and try to identify them. So, when there were no video games, people used to make their own games and play. So, this one we called Kikli. And this is a stapu. We used to call it Gilli Danda. Then this is playing marbles. This is hopscotch. And this is 8 boxes. I think this is 10 boxes. So all these were the games which were traditionally and locally played. And I have played them all. All right, so that's all for today in today's lesson. I hope you have learned a lot about games apart from just entertainment part, what other benefits games have in our life. Keep learning, keep shining. Bye bye.